Okay, looks pretty close there. So look how close it is now. We have up and down. So look at it from this angle right here. See up and down. Come up higher. Look at this angle like this. See the gap right here? See it goes up and down?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, so right. Start in here. To here. Go right in the dead center. This is too tight. So I'm going to take these two groups of fans here and loosen them. One. I'm just going to go one flat. Okay, I'm going to turn 180. Like this. Find the two on the opposite side, which are these two. Hold on to those two. And we tighten one, because we loosened the other one's one, remember?
Yes.
Up and down is the hard part to get out. So. And now we look to see what we did. Did we get better or worse?
It's a little better.
So you still go up high right there, see?
Yeah, right there.
It's right in here. Starting about there. Ends there. It's ended at here. It goes up real quick right here.
So it's too tight right there.
So you got about a fan and a half here. And probably not that much on this one spoke here, but see, this spoke's not much tension on it. So there's some tight ones right here. These two are really, really tight. Here, these two.
So those are probably the
Ones that are
culprits.
causing the problem. See, that one's tight, but not too tight. That one's pretty tight. These ones here are pretty tight, so just keep loosening those up.
Oh, no.
Swing it over, so I can loosen this up some more. So I'm just keep loosening because it's too tight. You see how most of that came out?
Uh-huh.
A lot of that's out now. See how much more even it is now?
Yeah, it is a lot more even.
So the rim is like a peak, right? It's bent like this. So when I loosened up those two spokes, I brought it back in. There wasn't a whole group of spokes that was bad, it was just a couple of them were real tight. Okay, this is a low spot through here. So it's low from here all the way over about here somewhere.
Gonna tighten it up.
So I'm just going to start tightening around this area here. So it helps to go in large areas, but obviously when you find two that are really, really tight, we had a peak in there, that's a big problem. And you look at it and see what we did. Did we hurt it or help it, you know? It'd be nice if I had an indicator on there, I can see better, but
It's kind of hard to tell.
I'm just eyeballing it right now. So it's still high all through here. This is still our high area. So these two are still really tight right here. I know what happened when I did that. See, it's hot about here, it starts getting high. So we were over here, now we're over here. See how it's moving? Because the rim's relaxing as I loosen up other areas. rounded that off. See, I didn't have it all the way down. Yeah, I was only halfway on it.
Whoops.
Yep, pretty much. These are really, really tight right here too.
Well, hopefully we don't have to turn that one again.
No, I do, because these are tight through here. That's the bad one. Some tension on that thing too. These are two tightest ones, so I'm going to work on. See, it's out of shape, so I have to force it.
Yeah.
See, I took a lot of tension off those two. See what we got now. See, a lot more even on the up and down now, but still got a little bit in there. Right through there. Same area you've been on. See how tight those two are right there? Look, see it's high right there too. These are high spots. So these two got a lot of torque on them.
Back them off.
So these two. And that's a bad one right there.
It's a little more even.
Mm-hmm. Still high though.
Yeah.
See, once we get the rim halfway square, then we go back and retorque everything again. A lot closer, but
Still a little hot, yeah.
yeah, well, it's hard to get it out, especially what we're doing here. It's not exactly perfect. Ideally, it would be coming on the inside underneath the bead.
Hmm.
There's a we got a little bit of a disc going on too, which affects our numbers. So right now we are a little. These are a little tighter on this side than we need to be. God, that's tight. Not too bad on that one. Not too bad on that one. And a little bit of torque on that one. So I don't want to loosen up too much. So I'm going to go over here. Put a little tension on this side of the wheel because we're going to loosen the other side quite a bit. So tell what low spot and high spot is like this. See, now we're looking low on this side. I need a better pointer. Low through here. Yeah, overdid it. Took too much off. Get a better reference point to look at so I can see better. Our high spot's over here now, or low spot in this case. Damn, those are tight. It's hitting too here.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, sitting on something. No more. I overdid it.
Fuck.
That's
Oh,
the bad one.
that's the one, yeah.
That's the bad one.
You gotta loosen it or tighten it.
Tighten it. Get all the way down that time. And you tighten it. It's high there, it goes low. It's really hard to tell. Need a better reference point. So when you spin it fast, you can see it. When you're going slow, it's hard to tell.
Even now, when it's going fast, it's like, yeah, I can see it, but it's not moving much.
This right through here is all low. This is where I loosened all up before. Now it looks like low. Maybe we're going to tighten it back up again. Definitely high right
High
there.
spot, yeah.
And it drops down the whole way. So all the stuff I loosened up before now is the wrong way. Went too much.
Tighten it back up a little bit.
Bad reference point. You gotta have something you can actually see. What I was looking at, I was not seeing the correct thing up here. When you get it right, you'll know it. Taking high all through here. It's over here. One side, tighten the other side. loose. Loose. That one. Definitely tight. You can do the problem ones right here. Oh, that looks like I got a lot of it out.
Jeez.
A little better. There's some better tools than this. Now I'm going to take the side back out, get it back in where it belongs. Okay, we are on, this is the side that does not want to be tight. So, correct it by loosening a little. Instead of tightening, we're going to loosen. Ooh, that's got some tension on that one. All right. A lot closer. Now I'm going to do a quick one around, see if I can find any loose ones in here. Like that one. So we definitely want to get no loose ones. See these two here a little loose. Those are tight, 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 definitely tight. So this side of the rim's tight and this side over here is looser. Okay. That goes there. Yeah, tight to there. Side of the rim we on. Where are we at?
You gotta loosen
Yeah,
the tight side and tighten up the loose side a little bit.
Well, I'm trying to see where I was at, so I've been tightening more on this side. The other side's getting loose, so I don't want to go by where the up and down I was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always tighten to move stuff. Sometimes you loosen. Especially when you got a lot of tension on things. Like those ones. It doesn't take much to make things loose move when you're in a really, really tight area. See, those are tight. That's tight. This one's really tight, but see, it doesn't. It's okay right there. It's a little loose. Doesn't take much of a movement to make it move either. So I got real close right there. Right here it's close. That thing's tight. Let's see, it's loose here. Loose, tight, loose. Run's got, this is just a polished surface. You can't always go by the surface you're looking at. That's where you're supposed to be on the other side where the tire's at. The bead. The bead's what matters, not the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, these all two here need to be tightened up a little bit.
So you're supposed to do it with the tire off, really.
Ideally. To get it accurate. But, considering give or take 3 inches of offset you had before, we don't have to be too perfect to be. We can be perfect and still be way off according to what it was before. I think there's a big low spot in the polish right there. See look how accurate it is right now. Look at it. Look right at this, right in that area there. See how it's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
And look at it from over here in this view, straight down here.
And you can see it
how
moving.
the up and down.
Yeah.
The up and down's almost all gone also. Come over this way a little bit more. You're looking right in this gap right here. See how close it is? It's not moving much?
Yeah, not much.
You come up from this angle and look at it on this side, and same thing, it's not much. So you gotta look at these angles like this where you can see the air, we can see the daylight through here is what you're looking at. So you gotta look right down to this angle right through there. And the spokes are pretty tight, so pretty close.
Pretty close to where it needs to be.
Now we check our offset. Once again, we have a really good reference point, but I basically got a finger in here. See my finger adjustment? Go over on this side. See how a little bit closer on this side? So technically it needs to go that way a little bit. But your fork's probably this wide, right?
Yeah, about.
So being that much isn't going to hurt you any?
No.
But otherwise what I can do is I can go tighten all these spokes here all the way around on this side. And that'll slowly move it that way and put more tension on the wheel. But they're already pretty tight, so I don't want to keep going more. Okay, now we got to do is figure out how much, when you put air back in, what's the tire look like is going to happen. You can only get so much torque with a piece of plastic crap. But I think we got enough airline over the vise there. So how much you there do you want to run?
40.
This FXR?
No.
Sportster?
Well, I guess you probably run like 35. It's light.
What bike is it on?
It's on a fucking chopper. And Springer front end.
Oh.
Evo motor. But it's not a Sportster.
41. So if you look at your tire, how it's wearing. So you look at the top view, you can see the wear mark. See how it looks like it's wearing more here than on the side? See how thick these are?
Yeah.
So that means you're a little bit overinflated. Most guys, it's over here is wearing, it's nothing in the middle. But in your case, you got too much air pressure for the weight.
Okay.
So if you let a
So
little
I
air
probably
out,
need to run it lower.
well, I don't know what you've been running. I got 40 right now.
I've been running 40, yeah.
So maybe go down to 35.
Okay.
Because you don't have that much weight on the bike.
Alright, well, 35.
So you pay attention to your wear and then you see what happens. So you want to spit, stick it across the
Make sure it's not leaking.
I don't see no balloon going on, do you?
Nope.
Okay, wipe the spit off. Should be good. You know you have to get your balance. Move it around a little bit, it'll self-center. Looks like it's heavy right there.
Yeah. Seems to like that.
See how it moves now? See how it doesn't move now? It's called gravity. You can't screw with Mother Nature. It doesn't need to go all the way down there either. Just enough to sound good. And
Contrary to popular belief.
yeah. See, now we're pretty good. Turn it 45 degrees. Check it again. See how it's not moving. Turn it 45 degrees again. Now you're wobbling, that helps center the bearing up, drag. See how it's not moving?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter where you put the wheel, see it's not moving. Pretty much staying where it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have, there aren't really heavy drag batteries. Bearings, see how much it moves? We just barely do this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take much pressure. So the air can only be whatever the drag in the bearing is. Alright, so it's balanced too.
Nice.
So we got the proper air pressure, got the proper balance, and we got it trued. And the offset is almost on the money. What else do we need to do?
I think that's it, right?
Go put it in the bike and bend it again?
Yeah.
There you go. So
Put it on the bike and bend it again.
Bend it again. Now you can use a set of fork tubes to do the same thing. You've got a little fork laying around. Strap that fork tube down on the bench. Have legs hanging out. Throw your wheel on the damn stand. You don't need this. All you need is a straight edge. So you want a stick out sitting here and run out. Well, you got a point on the end of it. Put a nail on the end of a stick, 2x4. Clamp to a table. Put the nail right next to your thing. You're good.
So if I just lift up the front of the bike
Yep.
and put like a pencil or something on the fork.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Close the hanger, strap it on with some clamps, some super snot, whatever it takes. You don't need fancy tools to do jobs.
There you go.
It just makes it easier. Alright, there you go.
Alright.
Ready to go. Go bend it again. Close it up.